Howdy, I'm the Chinese Zodiac Killer, and I apologize for the short break in content. I've had an enormous number of projects lately, so thanks for patiently waiting. Today, we're going to discuss how the so called justice system compares to eugenics. In 2022, I was arrested by the FBI for a publicity stunt I did as a horror author and an activist. And as a result, I saw firsthand how this abomination of a legal system operated from a position of total clarity as I personally crawled through the belly of the beast. The sad fact is, many people are of the impression that the justice system is fair, ethical, and humane, but in actuality have no idea how seemingly rigged, corrupt, immoral, unethical, and inhumane it actually is. Our laws appear to be created by politicians. Many people also seem to yet come to the realization that these politicians are simply professional con artists that are funded and controlled by bankers, corporations, and financial backers. None of these people likely care about anything but their own political and financial objectives, which likely includes shaping society in the manner they wish by choosing who and who not to allow in it. Through the illusion of a justice system that is also centralized around a private business that makes money off of people locked in cages. This is not so different from eugenics in this manner, and likewise, an exploitation of the poor who will struggle against the near impossible challenge of defending themselves against the monster that is the legal system, backed by state or federal funding, and persecutors weaponizing what appears to be a rigged system, but also is a filter to remove those whom the ruling class labels dissidents from society, including not only those who aren't harming anyone and could be considered free thinkers, but many of whom are often innocent people that get convicted and have their lives destroyed by a system that is both broken and rigged for the weaponization of doing so, especially those who are the poor. Now, how much money a targeted person has to buy whatever rights are an option in such a case appears to be the only incentive of the state and federal slavers to create an illusion that keeps the population believing they actually have some human rights and not rebel against the system. Point of fact, this so-called justice system is nothing of what the title implies, and instead is centered around capitalist and political objectives at the expense of human rights and the filtering out of undesirables from society in an effort to ensure the population is strictly composed of obedient conformists who will not disobey, rebel, or follow their own self-interests if doing so is contradictory to the desires of the ruling class, even if such dissidents are nothing more than free thinkers. Now, sadly, there are so many people in society that engage in truly vile actions, such as those who commit terrible violence, especially against children, and these individuals justified a need for a criminal justice system, which politicians, lawyers, and judges then use to exploit fear in society, convincing the people to then create more and more laws with stricter punishments without realizing that in doing so they are being manipulated by these con artists, will slowly lock us down for this as time goes on, using the system to decide what characteristics in people are both desirable and not in regard to who was able to participate in society, just like with eugenics. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Check out my past content. And remember, you can always write my name in for Commander-in-Chief on any election day in the future. I'd completely reform the entire criminal justice system to one that is not based on financial incentive, and I would abolish idiotic laws, free and help the people victimized by the unethical system, and liquidate those who are so vile there is no need for the taxpayers to continue burdening themselves with paying for them, and thus applying billions of dollars in the process towards the economy instead. Stay tuned for more content to come. Don't touch that dial.